咁嚟到5.3呢個部分咧，我哋會教一個同樣好易用到嘅 elaboration framework example 舉例。咁其實基本上咧，好多題目都可以用例子去 support 一個論點，從而咧去豐富翻內容同埋加強翻你嘅說服力。咁先睇一睇個框架啦。我哋會由 topic sentence 同 background information 開始寫嘅。咁呢兩部分咧都喺前面有教過啦。咁 topic sentence 咧就係 section 4.5，而 background information 咧就係 section 5.1。咁同學咧可以參考翻。咁然後咧就去到 example 嗰部分啦。主要咧呢度會分成兩個步驟嘅。第一係概括例子，第二係延伸拓展。咁喺概括例子嘅部分咧，我會教大家4款好常用到嘅舉例方法去舉例。咁其實我知咧，好多同學其實都清楚知道咧，舉例係一個好有力嘅推論方法嚟嘅。咁但係咧，硬係去到考試嘅時候咧，就未必諗到一啲好適合嘅例子。咁所以呢度咧，我會用 GRIS 4個英文字母嘅開頭咧，去教大家4個舉例嘅方向。咁後邊咧會有詳細嘅示範啦，同埋一啲 example 嘅。咁 GRIS 咧分別就 stands for General Examples 一般例子、Real Life Examples 實例、Imagine 代入或者幻想，同埋 Statistics 數據。咁呢4款咧就係常用嘅舉例方向啦。咁跟住咧就去到延伸拓展嘅部分啦。呢個咧係最多同學漏咗嘅部分啦，又或者係最多同學冇為意嘅部分。好多時咧，大家就咁 summarize 咗個例子就算，反而咧忽略咗我哋其實係要將個例子嘅內容連繫翻去推論嘅重點，從而去解釋呢個例子點樣幫你去論證你嘅論點，咁先係最重要。咁喺呢度咧，我哋都會提及幾個方法啦，去做翻一個延伸嘅拓展。咁而去到最後咧，就係 concluding sentence 啦，去 summarize 翻你呢一個段落嘅重點啦，去總結翻個段落大意，重申你嘅論點。咁呢一個咧，我哋喺 section 4.6 咧已經教過噶啦。咁除咗上邊講呢個好基本嘅框架之外咧，其實舉例呢一個技巧咧係非常之 flexible 同埋非常之易用嘅。咁你見到呢度咧，我舉出咗其中2個例子啦，就係變奏版嘅示範。咁第一個框架咧就係我哋可以一次過概括2個例子，之後再為呢2個例子做一個延伸拓展。咁用呢一個結構嘅條件咧，就係呢2個例子嘅性質咧，一定要係好類似嘅，咁我哋先可以一次過咧去幫佢哋做一個延伸拓展啦。咁而第2個框架咧，就係我哋將概括例子加延伸拓展嘅呢一組步驟重複2次，分別舉2個唔同嘅例子，每個例子個別去做一個延伸拓展。咁喺咩情況之下會用呢個結構咧？就係當2個例子嘅性質或者佢哋想帶出嘅 message 有少少唔同，咁我哋就會分開去做佢哋嘅拓展啦。咁我哋咧先由 Step 1概括例子開始講起。咁舉例嘅第一步咧就係概括例子嘅重點。嗱，呢度有個 reminder 咧，其實好多考生咧會花好多嘅篇幅，甚至大半段咧去描述個例子嘅詳情。但係呢個小心咧，其實本身例子咧係唔應該騎劫你嘅論述嘅，反而咧佢其實扮演緊一個 supporting 嘅角色。咁所以要留意咧，盡量用2至3句去概括例子嘅重點就 OK 啦。而如非必要嘅話咧，都唔需要 include 太多嘅 details 或者詳情，將個焦點咧放翻喺整個段落嘅推論度就可以啦。咁第一個舉例嘅方案咧就係 G general examples。咁前面教過啦，用第一個字一開頭就幫我哋易啲記啦。GRIS。咁 general examples 咧即係一般例子。咁我哋所講嘅例子咧係一啲比較簡單直接嘅例子。譬如喺2018年 class position policy， 我哋講到排名較低嘅學生可能會受到一啲嘲笑啦。Students with lower ranking might suffer from derision。咁我哋就可以舉出嘲笑其他人會用到嘅用詞啦。分別咧就有 dumbbell、trash 同埋 airhead。咁呢3個咧都係 derision 嘅一啲例子嚟嘅。咁喺2017年 TV makes us smarter 呢一條咧，今次我哋要論證睇電視可以俾我哋多啲機會去學唔同範疇嘅知識 ，allow people to acquire more knowledge。咁今次我哋就可以舉出 knowledge area 嘅例子啦，包括有 local、international、literacy、science、animals 同 humans 呢啲咧都係 knowledge area 嘅例子嚟嘅。咁去到2016年啊，有關 Should schools allow the public to use sports facilities after school hours 呢一條題目，我哋今次要論證咧就係呢一個做法係會加重 學校嘅財政負擔 （financial burden）。而其中一類嘅開支咧就係 maintenance fee，OK，維修嘅費用。咁我哋就可以舉出有啲乜嘢維修費用嘅例子咧，例如 swimming pool sanitation、the expense of replacing lost equipment， 同埋 the fee of repairing broken racket。咁包括就係游泳池嘅消毒啦，OK，要 replace 翻啲唔見咗嘅器材啦，同埋要修復翻啲爛咗嘅球拍等等啦。咁去到2013年 Leaving Office Late 嘅題目，我哋講到其中一個 solution 係各部門嘅主管都要實行彈性上班嘅呢啲政策啦。Department heads can follow the practice of well-established corporations。咁我哋咧就舉出一啲已經有用緊呢啲方案或者呢一啲政策嘅公司嘅例子啦，就係一啲 well-established corporations 嘅例子啦。譬如咁呢度就舉咗 Google 啦、Microsoft 啦、Tesla 啦同埋 Oracle 等等咧，都係一啲公司嘅例子嚟嘅。咁從上述嘅例子咧，我哋除咗可以學識點樣舉一般例子之外咧，我哋亦都要學識用乜嘢字眼去舉 general examples 先係最適合嘅。咁啱啱嗰4個唔同嘅示範咧，同學應該已經留意到，其實我特登咧係用咗4款唔同嘅字眼去舉例嘅，包括第一句先用一個 sentence clause， 然後用冒號列出幾個 examples， 最後 comma to name but a few。咁 to name but a few 就解這僅僅是列舉的一小部分啦。咁所以咧，留意要舉3個 noun phrase 嘅例子以上咧，先可以用 to name but just a few 嘅，因為你要強調呢度只係小部分啫。咁第二個 sentence pattern 咧就係 from A to B，from C to D，OK，from E to F， 重複3次。咁呢度咧需要舉到6個 noun 嘅，你見到呢度都有6個 noun 或者 noun phrase 啦。咁每一 pair 咧最好就係屬於同一個範疇，譬如 local 同 international 係同一個範疇啦 ，animals 同 humans 係同一個範疇啦。咁將 from A to B 呢樣嘢重複3次，咁就可以用到呢一個 phrase 啦。咁第3同第4句比較簡單嘅就係 for example 啦，同埋 for instance 啦。OK， 咁留意 for instance 之後咧，最好用翻一個 sentence clause。咁呢4個 highlight 咗橙色嘅 sentence pattern 咧，就我哋舉 general examples 會好常用到嘅一啲字眼啦。咁同學亦都可以留意翻啦。咁去到第2款例子咧，就係 real life examples，R， 咁即係實例啦。咁呢度咧，我哋有幾個方向嘅，我哋可以用到新聞時事啦 ，news， 名人嘅例子啦 ，celebrities， 或者係一啲 well-known 嘅 incident， 即係啲好著名嘅事故嚟做例子嘅。咁所以好多時呢度咧都會用到一啲名稱啦，無論係一件事嘅名稱、一個國家嘅名稱、一套戲嘅名稱、一個人嘅名稱、地點嘅名稱等等咧，都係會好常用到嘅，因為咁樣可以令我哋舉嘅例子更加真實啦，更加有說服力咁樣咧去做個論證嘅。咁睇幾個例子啦，2019年 social media platform 呢度咧舉個例子係 Me Too movement， 咁呢個係個事故啦。咁呢個事故呢個 Me Too movement 咧係一個用嚟譴責性侵犯同埋性騷擾行為 sexual harassment 嘅社交媒體標籤嚟嘅。咁呢個例子有咩用啊？佢舉呢個實例出嚟咧，就係為咗論證 social media platform 係真係可以引起到國際社會對呢啲議題嘅關注。Arouse attention of the global community towards blah blah blah。咁呢個例子一舉出嚟咧，就係一個非常之有力嘅實例啦。第二，2016年 Should Hong Kong graduates seek jobs in Asian city？ 呢度舉個例子係 Japan。OK， 咁呢度咧就提出咗 Japan 對海外專才嘅需求啦，從而咧去論證 seek jobs in Asian cities 咧係可以為 Hong Kong graduates 提供到更多就業機會 hiring opportunities。咁呢一度咧就用咗 Japan 呢個例子啦。咁有其他範文咧係用咗新加坡啊等等嘅其他 Asian cities 做實例咧，都係做得非常之好嘅。咁喺到2014年啊 ，filming movies in city centre 呢一度舉咗一套戲嘅名啊 ，Spider-Man 3。佢就講到 Spider-Man 3呢套電影入邊咧，有用到 IFC 等等嘅著名建築物作為背景啦，從而咧去 illustrate 或者帶出到香港嘅 prosperity 佢嘅繁榮啊。咁樣呢個例子咧就可以論證到 filming movies in city centre 咧係可以提升到我哋香港呢個城市嘅形象啦，喺國際社會入邊嘅認知程度啦，就例如係咁英文就係 a city's reputation 啦。咁呢3個例子就係其中3個舉個實例嘅 past paper 啦。咁舉實例咧一樣有唔同嘅字眼可以用嘅。咁首先喺第一句咧就用到 a phenomenal example is， blah blah blah。咁呢個咧一定要係 noun phrase 嚟嘅。咁除咗個 phenomenal 呢一個 adjective 之外咧，其實仲有好多 adjective 咧都可以取代呢一個 adjective 去形容嗰個 example 嘅，包括我哋可以用 striking 啦，咁就係解引人注目的啦 ；forceful 啦，咁就係有力啦，有力嘅 example 啦 ；classic 啦，經典嘅 example；evident 明顯嘅 example， 又或者係 vivid 啦，一個好生動嘅 example， 全部咧都可以我嚟 substitute phenomenal 呢個字咧去形容我哋舉嘅例嘅。咁第二個句式咧就係 take something as an example， 咁留意呢個亦都係 noun 嚟噶啦，咁就係以乜乜乜為例咁嘅意思啦。咁第三個字眼咧就係 something is a case in point，OK？咁前面咧又係啦一個 noun phrase 啦，咁就係解某樣嘢就係一個例子啦。咁呢度就係講 Spiderman 入邊嘅 swinging scene，即係呢一個Spiderman 喺空中揈嚟揈去嘅呢一幕咧，就係其中一個例子啦。亦都可以攞嚟舉實例嘅。留意呢三款嘅字眼咧，都會需要你將個 example 變成一個 noun 或者 noun phrase 啦，咁就唔好用錯你嘅 grammar 啦。咁第三款例子咧就係 imagine 代入或者幻想啦。有啲情況之下咧，同學真係好難諗到實例，又或者係一般例子。同時咧，你又好想可以用一啲方法咧去引起讀者嘅共鳴，咁咧就可以用代入或者幻想嘅方法咧去做個舉例啦。2020年 Food Warning Labels 呢一條題目，我哋先請讀者去幻想一下，如果當佢哋買薯片嘅時候，見到有一個警告標籤喺包裝上面寫住話呢包薯片係可能高油鹽糖等等啦。咁呢度就寫到 Imagine every time you pick up a bag of potato chips and a triangular label of high in salt flashes in your eyes， 從而咧去帶出其實呢啲警告標籤，呢啲警告標籤咧係可以作為一個警號啊，令消費者更加關注呢啲食品嘅成分 ，serve as an alarm for people to keep their heads up to the undermining effect of the unhealthy food。咁呢一個咧就係一個幻想嘅例子啦。去到2018年 Class Position Policy。嗱，今次咧，我哋就請讀者去幻想一下，當佢哋收到成績表嘅時候，見到自己班級排名啦，佢哋會有咩反應 ？What would be your first thought after seeing your class position on a report card？ 從而去帶出其實你公佈同學嘅班級排名咧，難免會鼓吹咗同學之間互相比較嘅風氣，因為同學咧係會 make a comparison with other classmates， 咁令到讀者咧佢更加容易代入嗰個情況，更加可以想像到公佈班級排名帶嚟嘅後果。去到2012年 Real Sports versus Virtual Sports， 最後呢個例子咧，當我哋講到虛擬運動嘅時候咧，我哋請讀者幻想一下，當一個青少年佢玩 Wii 嘅時候嘅情況。Imagine a teenager playing Wii. All you can picture is a geek staring at the screen without any interaction with people around him。 從而去帶出咧，其實虛擬運動咧係冇涉及任何人與人之間嘅交流，強調翻 Virtual Sports 會帶嚟嘅 downsides。咁同前面一樣啦，呢一款舉例咧都有特定嘅例子嘅，咁大家可以用到 imagine 呢一個字眼啦，又或者係 just imagine this 呢一個字眼，都係可以咧幫你去帶出一個幻想或者代入嘅情況嘅。咁去到最後一款第四款例子就係 S statistics 數據，咁數據嘅來源咧係好多嘅，可以係 surveys 啦調查、研究啦一個 study、report 啦一個報告。research paper 啦，研究論文等等，都可以係有某啲數據嘅來源嚟嘅。咁呢啲部分咧，其實同前面5.1老吹例子嗰一批有少許類似嘅。咁呢度咧再舉兩個 example 先，加深大家嘅記憶啦。2018年 Class Position Policy 去舉嘅數據就係 over 100 students have taken their own lives since September 2016。自從2016年9月以嚟咧，已經有100個學生自殺。咁呢一個數據咧就帶出咗香港學生喺呢個教育制度之下所承受嘅心理壓力。咁至於可以用啲咩機構嘅報告嚟做例子咧，嗰啲機構嘅名咧係5.1個部分咧有啲例子可以參考。咁呢度我就唔詳細去教啦。咁喺度2015年 Cinemas in Hong Kong， 今次引用嘅數據咧係提到最近一項調查發現有 80% 嘅受訪者係喺免費電影網站或者其他 Apps 上面觀看電影，而唔係去戲院嘅。A recent survey indicated that 80% of respondents accessed movie on free movie sites or apps， 從而去帶出咧香港戲院其實面對緊好多唔同嘅競爭或者替代嘅選擇，所以越嚟越少人咧會去戲院嗰度睇電影啦。 咁據呢一款例子嘅特定字眼就包括 according to research report paper survey 或者係 study 啦，然後 released by 某一個機構 comma 跟住用個 sentence clause summarize 你嘅數據，又或者 a recent survey indicated that， 咁除咗用 indicator 咧，仲可以用 stated 嘅。咁而除咗用 survey 咧，都可以任你換呢度嘅字眼啦，例如 study 啦 ，OK， 例如 research paper 啦，又或者係 report 都得嘅。咁呢度呢個字都可以任意換唔同嘅 noun 啦。咁呢啲句式咧就可以幫我哋舉出到數據去論證我哋嘅論點啦。咁概括完例子之後咧，我哋一定要將例子嘅內容 link 翻落去推論嘅重點。如果唔係咧，就好難說服 marker 我哋所舉嘅例子係可以論證嗰個立場或者嗰一個論點嘅。咁所以咧 ，Step 2延伸拓展嘅部分咧，就幫我哋令到推論咧更加豐富同完整啦。咁呢度咧有兩個方法嘅，我哋先講第一個延伸拓展嘅方法，就係將例子同題目嘅方案作類比。咁當你見到方案呢個字，你就會知道呢一個技巧係特別為方案題而設嘅。咁舉一個例子就係2020年 Food Warning Labels 呢一條啦。咁我哋就要探討 Food Warning Labels 係咪可以有效咁樣改變消費者嘅飲食習慣咧？咁喺呢一個示範入邊咧，我哋嘅立場咧係正方，即係我哋覺得係可以嘅。咁而其中一個論點咧就係 consumers awareness of healthy eating could undoubtedly be enhanced。消費者嘅健康飲食意識咧，無疑係可以被提高，呢個我哋嘅論點。咁先睇一睇 Step 1嗰個 example， 我哋再去睇個延伸拓展啦。咁 Step 1概括例子呢一度咧，我哋就舉咗另外一款 warning label， 就係 cigarette package 香煙包裝上面嘅嗰啲警告標籤。咁例子內容咧，大概就係講到當法例要求生產商喺呢啲香煙包裝上面貼上警告標籤之後咧，香港嘅吸煙比率就開始下降啦。It is legally required for manufacturers to include a warning label on cigarette packages.Studies have shown that the smoking rate recorded a drop in successive year。咁呢一個咧就係個例子嘅一啲重點啦。咁簡單用2-3句概括咗個例子之後咧，就進入延伸拓展嘅部分。咁呢度咧，我哋就要將香煙警告標籤嘅呢一個例子連繫翻落去食物警告標籤 Food Warning Labels 嗰度啦。咁首先留意嗰個轉折嘅字眼啦，呢度用咗 by the same token， 即係話出於同樣嘅原因嚟作為個提示字眼，接着就去做個比較啦。前邊喺香煙包裝嘅例子，我哋講到市民因為見到呢啲警告標籤而降低咗吸煙率。咁相同地，我哋都可以推斷出，當消費者見到呢啲食物係有機會帶嚟唔同嘅疾病，又或者係含有一啲有害成分嘅時候咧，佢哋嘅購買意欲都會相對減低咗嘅。Deter consumers from unhealthy products， 呢個就係個影響啦，從而論證到我哋係可以透過 Food Warning Labels 咧去改變佢哋嘅飲食習慣嘅。咁而第二個方法咧，就係最常用嘅方法，係非常之常用，同埋通常我哋都會用到嘅方法，就係用論點或者題目嘅字眼咧，將例子再講一次，或者 paraphrase 下個例子作總結。咁當我哋舉完個例子之後咧，我哋就要先諗下例子同個論點有啲咩共通點，然後盡量用佢哋嘅 synonym 同義詞，或者直情用翻嗰個字眼去重複一次，總結一次個例子。咁又舉同一個2020年第6條 Food Warning Labels 作例子啦。咁但係今次我哋嘅立場咧就係反方嘅，即係我哋認為咧，Food Warning Labels 係不能夠改變市民嘅飲食習慣。咁而今次嘅論點咧就係因為 people lack self-control， 人咧或者消費者咧係欠缺自制能力嘅。咁個論點大概就係話，所以無論你有冇個食物標籤咧，都係改變唔到啦。咁而背後嘅原因咧就係有 addictive chemicals 同埋 people's twisted mindset， 就係有一啲會令人上癮嘅化學物質啦，同埋人咧係有錯誤嘅思維啊。咁為咗論證呢一個論點咧，先睇一睇個 statistics 先。我哋就舉咗一個消委會嘅研究，有 75% 嘅消費者表示，無論有冇 warning labels 咧，其實佢哋都係要食朱古力噶啦。OK， 咁而拓展嘅部分咧，我哋就可以用 the striking statistics proved illustrate 或者 show that 呢幾個字咧去總結翻個論點，作為提示字眼。咁上面個例子 show 咗啲咩咧？就係 show 咗受訪者 could not help eating chocolate， 因為 chocolate 有一啲 ingredients 係會 cause addiction， 令人上癮。咁 could not help eating them 就係上邊冇 self-control 嘅同義字啦。而 ingredients cause addictions of human being 就係 重複咗論點入邊講到有 addictive chemicals 嘅呢一個字眼。咁呢度仲有另外一個好重要嘅元素，就我哋要用提示字眼去總結論點啦。呢度就用咗 the striking statistics， 呢度就用咗 the striking statistics prove illustrate 或者 show that， 跟住先去做拓展嘅部分。咁 statistics 呢個字可以轉嘅，如果下次你唔係舉 statistics，你可以用 example，the striking examples prove that 亦都可以。總之咧就係要用一個提示字眼去話俾 market 聽，我哋而家已經講完個例子啦，我哋準備落下一部分做翻一個拓展 link 翻落我哋嘅論點嗰度啦。咁我會用多一條例子去示範第二個方法嘅。呢一個例子咧係2019年第3條 social media platform， 而今次嘅立場咧就係 social media platform encourage public debate， 促進 public debate 啦。咁先睇一睇呢一個 sample 入邊嘅論點先。個論點就係 social media platform can facilitate public debate by heightening social awareness towards particular issue。咁即係話咧，社交媒體可以通過提高市民對某啲議題嘅關注，從而去促進翻個公眾嘅辯論啦。咁呢一度咧就舉咗 Type 2嘅 example 啦 ，real life example 去作論證，就係一個叫 Guardian Environment 嘅 Facebook page。咁呢一個 Facebook page 咧就 include 咗啲 information about global warming 同埋 other environmental issues 啦。咁而第二個例子咧就係一個叫 Hong Kong Public Space Initiative 嘅 Instagram page。咁呢個 IG page 咧個目的就係去 educate citizens about the importance of public space 啦。咁概括完呢兩個 example 之後咧，就去到拓展嘅部分。咁我哋咧又去用論點嘅字眼重複一次個例子啦。首先記住提示字眼，今次我哋用到 from the above examples it is clear that blah blah blah。咁呢一度咧就係一個好好嘅提示字眼去概括翻上邊嗰個例子，去作為拓展呢部分嘅一個轉接字眼，就好似前面嗰個例子咁樣 the striking statistics prove that blah 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 都係一樣嘅目的嘅啫。咁之後咧，前面嘅論點就寫到 social media platform 可以 heighten social awareness towards 某啲 issue 啦。咁呢度咧我就轉個講法啦，其實都係同一樣嘅意思。我哋就話呢啲 page 可以 raise public awareness towards a wide range of topic by providing professional knowledge and information。咁呢一句咧，其實同論點咧係 exactly 同一樣意思嘅。我哋揾翻啲重點字眼出嚟。首先 raise public awareness 咪即係前邊 heighten social awareness 咯，而有 wide range of topic 就係前邊 particular issues 啦，最後 provide knowledge 同埋 information 咧就係例子入邊嘅 description 嚟嘅。咁樣咧，我哋就可以將例子同論點構上關係，將個例子嘅內容 link 翻落去個推論重點，說服個 marker 你舉嘅呢一個例子係可以論證你嘅立場，從而令到你嘅推論更加豐富同埋完整啦。咁為咗更清楚咁示範俾大家睇點樣應用我啱啱講過嘅技巧，而家我就會用4條 past paper 嘅題目去示範俾大家睇 example 嘅框架。咁喺呢度咧，我分別會 cover 之前教過4款唔同嘅例子嘅。咁而家就即刻開始第一條啦。咁首先咧，第一條嘅示範就係2019年第2條 International Talents。咁呢一條題目嘅其中一個要求咧，就係要我哋去寫引入海外專才 International Talents 對香港社會帶嚟嘅好處 benefit。咁呢一個題目要求嘅其中一個論點咧，就係 importing international talent can promote cultural exchange。引入海外專才可以促進文化交流。咁呢一度咧，我哋可以用到 Type 1 general examples 一般例子去列出其他國家嘅文化同埋特色 personality traits of people from different nations， 從而去論證引入海外專才點樣可以促進到文化交流。
咁呢一個段落嘅主旨就係 import international talents， 可以 promote cultural exchange。咁呢個同學舉嘅例子就係屬於第一類嘅例子啦 ，general example。可以特別留意下段落嘅中間嗰個部分啦，for instance。OK，咁呢度咧，考生係舉咗幾個 examples 嘅，咁可以 identify 下啦，分別就係講到新加坡嘅人佢有啲咩特點啦。德國人有咩特點啦？意大利人有咩特點啦？咁從而咧就係延伸拓展啦，帶出咧究竟我哋 引入海外人才會為香港帶嚟一個乜嘢嘅影響？咁就係下邊啦。From these examples，咁呢個第二個部分啦，就係延伸拓展。It is clear that diverse cultural influences extend beyond cuisine and entertainment to encompass everyday life and work ethics。從唔同國籍嘅人佢嘅一啲性格特徵或者長處咧，去進一步推論點解引入海外人才咧，可以提升到香港嘅文化多元化啦。咁呢度就係第一步概括例子，第二步延伸拓展，將個例子咧 link 翻落我哋呢一段嘅重心嗰度啦。
咁嚟到第二條題目咧，就係2017年嘅一條 debating speech，TV makes us smarter。咁呢條題目咧係要求考生從正方嘅角度去論證 watching TV 係真係會 make us smarter 嘅。咁其中一個論點就係通過睇電視可以激發到我哋嘅創造力 innovation and creativity， 所以咧就令我哋變得更加聰明啦。咁喺示範段入邊咧，考生係舉出咗兩個 Type 2嘅 real life examples 實例，分別咧係 Snapchat 同埋 electronic pillbox，去論證睇電視的而且確可以激發到人嘅靈感同埋創造力。咁而家先睇一睇個 example paragraph。首先係 topic sentence， 寫到 the second letter I stands for innovation。咁呢一個咧就係主題句啦。咁呢一個論點咧，好重要嘅一個推論係講，透過睇電視，我哋可以獲取廣泛嘅信息，從而透過呢啲 information 咧，激發我哋嘅靈感同埋創造力。Through watching TV, people can get a wide range of information, which may inspire them and kindle their creativity。咁例如 creativity 咧係可以用 kindle 呢一個 verb 嘅。咁所以呢位同學跟住就舉咗兩個例子啦 ，Snapchat 同埋 electronic pillbox。呢兩項發明嘅創辦人咧，都係因為睇咗電視節目而靈機一觸，諗到可以創立 Snapchat 同埋設計開發 electronic pillbox。咁呢度要留意第一個實例咧，就用咗 Let me take blah 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 as an example 去做個提示字眼，帶出第一個例子 Snapchat。咁呢個咧係第一個 real life example 啦。咁喺概括例子嘅部分咧，佢有講到嘅 summarize 咗 The founder of Snapchat was inspired by an episode of a TV program introducing how people think of taking photos by phone。創辦人嘅靈感咧係嚟自一集介紹人點樣看待手機拍照呢一樣嘢嘅電視節目。咁跟住咧就去到第二個實例啦。今次用嘅提示字眼咧就係 and other striking examples would be blah blah blah。咁帶出第二個實例 electronic pillbox。咁概括例子嘅部分咧就 summarize 到啦。After a TV program analyzed the problem of elderly forgetting to take pills regularly, the inventor was inspired and designed an electronic pillbox。當個創辦人咧睇到一個分析老人家忘記食藥嘅問題嘅一個電視節目之後咧，佢就呢個發明者就受到啟發，從而設計咗呢一個電子藥盒，去提醒啲公公婆婆夠鐘食藥啦咁樣。咁之後咧要留意翻 example elaboration 嘅部分，個提示字眼咧係 from the above examples，咁同前面嗰個好似嘅。透過呢啲例子 ，we can clearly see the power of TV program in terms of various innovation and invention。我哋可以清楚睇到電視節目喺各種發明方面嘅影響力。咁呢一個咧就係個 example elaboration 啦。而去到最後，又用翻一個 concluding sentence 去 summarize 翻呢一段啦。In light of this, our side strongly believe that TV can kindle people's creativity。咁呢一個咧就係一個總結句啦。concluding sentence。咁呢一段咧就係 Type 2 real life examples 嘅一個示範段落啦。咁去到第三條題目，2018年嘅 Question 5 Class Position Policy。喺示範段入邊咧，考生係選擇咗正方嘅，即係佢認為我哋係應該要廢除班級排名制度 ，abolish the policy。而其中一個論點咧，就係班級排名制度嘅呢一個做法咧，係會扭曲咗教育嘅真正目的或者意義 ，distorts the genuine purpose of education。咁呢度咧，我哋就可以用到 Type 3 imagination 啦。我哋可以請讀者去設想一下。學生面對呢啲成績排名嘅時候，佢嘅行為同埋心理狀況 ，students' negative feeling caused by competition and comparison， 從而去支持個段落嘅推論。
咁呢一個段落嘅重點咧，就係講到 report class position 呢一個政策或者呢個做法咧，係會違反咗我哋教育嘅原則，我嘅 distort purpose of education，從而去解釋點解我哋覺得，我哋應該廢除呢個 policy。咁呢度咧用咗第三個 type 嘅一個舉例嘅方式咧，就係 imagine 啦，OK？咁你見到段落嘅中間咧，我哋請我哋嘅 audience 咧去 imagine 一個 scenario。After reviewing the report card, students inevitably compare the result with their classmates. Those who find themselves at the bottom of rankings may feel distressed and perceive themselves as failure。呢個就係叫大家代入一下，如果你係收到個 report card，而你係成績最差嗰個，你會有咩感受咧？你就係會覺得好挫敗啦，亦都會覺得自己咧好失敗啦。咁希望咧令到audience 咧去設想翻，當學生喺面對成績排名嘅時候，佢會有啲咩行為同埋有啲咩心理狀態，從而去支持呢一個段落嘅推論。咁你見到呢一個部分咧，就係個 example 啦。然後下邊咧就有一個延伸拓展，OK，將呢一個設想嘅例子咧 link 翻落去我哋文章呢個段落嘅重點。
去到最後一條題目就係2015年第4條 Overseas Schooling。咁呢條題目其中一個要求咧，就係要我哋去講兩個導致本地家長送小朋友去外國升學嘅原因。Examine 2 reasons for this phenomenon。咁其中一個原因咧，我哋可以講係因為個 loopholes 同埋 demerits in the local schooling system，即係本地教育制度嘅漏洞同埋缺點。咁呢一條咧，我哋可以用做 Type 4 Statistics 數據去論證其中一個缺點，就係本地教育制度好容易會導致學生有情緒問題。
咁呢一個例子咧，其實有兩個部分咧，都用咗第四款嘅 example statistic 或者 report study 嘅啲 result 啦。咁首先係 background information 嘅時候咧，佢就舉出咗個 studies。Studies indicate that students in Hong Kong experience significantly higher stress level compared to their peers in other country。咁呢度咧就點出咗其實香港嘅學生面對嘅壓力咧，比起其他同齡嘅學生喺其他國家面對嘅壓力咧，係要高一啲嘅。咁呢個就係一個 study 啦，或者一啲 research 嘅 example，咁用咗喺 background information 嗰度。咁重點咧就係中間啦，亦都用咗一個survey 嘅 result 啦。It is concerning that a recent survey found nearly half of students reporting feelings of anxiety related to their academic performance。咁呢度 nearly half 即係一半啦，咁係一個 statistic 啦。咁就帶出原來有接近一半嘅學生咧，都會為到佢哋嘅學術表現而感到有壓力啦，或者焦慮啦。咁呢個就係概括例子。好，然後我哋要將呢個例子 link 翻落我哋呢個段落度，咁就係延伸拓展啦。咁呢度見到一個 keyword 啦，this explain why 呢一個數據解釋咗點解家長咁擔心我哋呢一個 exam driven 嘅 approach 啦。咁呢一個部分咧就係 example elaboration。OK，刻意咧將我哋嘅例子，將我哋嘅 statistic，將呢個 survey 嘅 result link 翻落去我哋呢一個段落嘅推論嘅嗰個邏輯入邊啦。